Hi, I'm Charmaine. Welcome to the Love of Self podcast, where we delve into the emotional aspects of finding love for self. Today's topic is death and life. Speaking in terms of the processes of life to transform from one phase of life into a new phase, going towards the more positive end of life, or at least the attempts to. We could see so many things that are unconditionally beautiful about that. But there's a hard case for the death and endings that we also have to create in order to maneuver towards a new beginning, in order to create a transition for our betterment or improvement that hopefully can gain us more love within ourselves, more joy, more peace, happiness, fulfillment, gratitude, understanding. In terms of our energetic transformations that are necessary for one phase of life to the other, the death phase is the phase of endings in our life, the things that we have to let go of in life, the things that we need to grow up from, the things that are no longer necessary for our evolvement. They become necessary for us to let go in order to become who we need or want to become, for a better concept of living, of being, of experiencing. The death and endings of things are our necessary transformative process through our growth. And the things that we know we need to let go of for our mental health, our physical health, our knowledge, for our overall wellness and happiness. And even though sometimes those things can be hard to let go of, we can become accustomed to a way of life. But when we begin to realize that space that we're in is no longer healthy, it's no longer developmental, when we start to realize change is needed, that transitional factor of going from one mindset to another, it's a very important life task to go into. It's a process of self-love. It's a process of knowing what's necessary for your life's evolution and all of the things that come with that. And even though it may take a lot of work, it may create a lot of change, it may even create upset in those that it will affect. But our betterment is a necessary component to life. It's a necessary component to love, the true love within us. The true love that needs to see us in a better place, in a better space, in a better mentality, in a better spirit. And all of those things that we carry throughout life that help us see who we really are, that help us to nourish our development. If I metaphorize this in terms of a flower's growth, where it starts as a seed underground in comfort, in order for its developmental change, in order for its energetic flow, the seed has to break free from its shell. It has to let go. Even though it's in a dark, murky, dirty place, there's still a sense of comfort there. There's still a sense of where the seed has been. After all, it's helped create a comfort space. It's all the seed knows, until its stem breaks free. It breaks through what encased it. And there is a sense of needing to let go of that shell that encases us, that we have to let fall away, die away, to allow for an energetic flow of movement into light. Fresh, clean air. That energy needs space and strength to uplift out of the ground that it's in. Of course, it needs the ground That's how it's rooted. But it also needs to break free and let die the space that contained it for its continued development. The energetic flow created within it that has broken free from what was into the space for its beautiful eventual bloom. It took change for that to happen. It took a flow of energy in a certain direction that fueled it into something new, into something beautiful, into its destined existence, what it was always meant to be. The seed that we plant today that creates the necessary change for our flower to bloom into whatever beautiful existence we need it to bloom into. It takes that process of coming out of the heaviness and into a steady progression of energetic flow. The flow that helps us exist within the shape that is ultimately destined for us, destined for our life, destined for our truth, because the planted seed is just one part of us. There's so much more rooted depth and light to see. After all, a flower can't become itself without change. It can't grow in what it needs to be without evolution. We need the grips within ourselves to be able to end something so we can start something else. These things factor in how we can begin to create a loving existence and hopefully create a peaceful existence one day, or hopefully some sort of justice for ourselves in whatever way peace is for you individually. There are ways within seeing forward what we know is our place to strive in. And sometimes we have to let go of all the heavy baggage that's been holding us back. All the baggage within ourselves, within our living, within our doing, within our work, within our purpose, within our mindset. It all has a space to be guided in a structured duality of improvement. The satisfaction of knowing what's there is the truth behind the wisdom that we gain toward our own peace, our own will. And we can't allow all the heavy energies that want to hold us back for their own satisfaction or comfort or whatever the case may be. When we know it's time to let go. When we know it's time to let our guidance lead us into the work we need to do for ourselves. To help us see our true selves, to help us feel the presence of mind to understand where we need to be, what we need to give life to, what we need to begin to create in order to bring new life somewhere, in the spaces that we know is necessary, in the perpetual existence toward our creation of the new life that we bring to ourselves. I'd like to thank you for taking these few moments to listen to what I have to say. I greatly, greatly appreciate you. So, I'd like to ask you, what do you think needs to end, and what do you think you need to bring to life? Are you willing to continue to hold on to the things that weigh you down? Are you willing to bring forth a new way of going about your purpose, going about your life's bloom? What do you need to let go of in order to begin to achieve the process of starting, the process of moving forward in that direction? How do you think it would affect you if you didn't? I'd love to hear from you. Please comment or email theloveofselfpodcast@gmail.com. Please remember, I am not a therapist. Also, my new book is out, Love Yourself, a book of poetry and spiritual writings for self-love. It's available now on bookbaby.com. Purchase link is in my Instagram bio. I wish you all peace, love, and joy always. Until next time.